Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Bachelor Clayton Echard shares new details on cheating scandal. Clayton Echard was a guest on ex-girlfriend Susie Evans' new podcast. The Bachelor star shared more details about the cheating scandal that almost ruined their relationship. Keep reading to find out why he'd apologized to his ex. Susie Evans has new podcast. Susie Evans is the latest Bachelor Nation star to start a podcast. Her Live, Laugh, Lies podcast premiered earlier this month. She welcomed her ex-boyfriend, Clayton Echard, on for a recent episode. The exes are on good terms, but allegations that he cheated on her nearly ruined their relationship early on. They did eventually split for other reasons. The former couple looked back on the cheating scandal and shared new details of what really happened. Clayton Echard shares new details on cheating scandal. Clayton Echard's season was already pretty scandalous long before he faced cheating allegations. He infamously slept with 2 of 3 of his final 3 women, despite vowing not to. He then broke Gabby Windey and Rachel Recchia's trust by confessing his mistake to Susie Evans, the one he was truly in love with. Susie quit the show in response, but Clayton sent Gabby and Rachel home, determined to make things right with Susie. She turned down his final rose, but they reconciled after filming ended. They debuted their relationship on the After the Final Rose special. In April 2022, a woman claimed on TikTok that she hooked up with a Bachelor star at a club in New York City. Clayton Echard recalled seeing the rumor spread online and said he thought she was referring to season 25 Bachelor Matt James because he lives in NYC. However, the woman later said that it was Clayton that she hooked up with. He was still dating Susie Evans at the time. Clayton said on the podcast that he was stressed out and ate an edible to help ease the stress, but it only made the situation worse for him. He sent proof to Susie Evans that he wasn't even in NYC at the time of the alleged hookup. She believed him and they put the scandal behind them. Or so they thought. Why he apologized? The woman insisted that she did hook up with Clayton, which caused Susie to have a moment of doubt. Clayton admitted that Susie doubting him stressed him out even more and apologized for not acting like a gentleman toward her during the cheating scandal. He gave her more evidence to prove that the affair didn't happen. She believed him, and they did continue to date until September 2022. She was in a relationship with Bachelor Nation's Justin Glaze until recently. Clayton hasn't publicly dated anyone since his breakup with Susie, but the two are on good terms. She supported him during another scandal when a woman claimed to be pregnant with the Bachelor star's twins. The claims were later disproven in court. Clayton Echard, once a shining knight in Bachelor Nation, has found himself thrust into the limelight again, but this time not for finding love, roses, or happy endings. The former Bachelor's recent confession about a scandal that left fans reeling is turning heads and raising eyebrows as he shares new details on the cheating allegations that have been swirling around him. It wasn't long ago that Clayton was the poster child for the idyllic journey to love, standing tall as the lead on The Bachelor and charming viewers with his wholesome demeanor. However, the romantic ride down rose-strewn pathways has since hit a jagged detour as Clayton faces claims that threaten to tarnish his once pristine image. But this isn't just another tabloid buzzword-filled moment. Clayton himself has now stepped forward with revelations that are every bit as shocking as they are raw. ####The calm before the storm. The story begins shortly after Clayton's season of The Bachelor aired. While the finale itself left audiences divided, his controversial handling of the final 3 women had already cast a shadow on his tenure. It was what happened after the cameras stopped rolling that has truly rocked the boat. Clayton, who ended his journey with Susie Evans by his side, seemed poised to ride off into the sunset. Yet whispers of infidelity began to trickle through the media months later, hinting at cracks in the seemingly picture-perfect love story. At first, Clayton was tight-lipped, appearing on various podcasts and interviews with diplomatic responses that sounded rehearsed, as if his bachelor armor was still intact. But beneath that cool demeanor, something was brewing. His social media presence became noticeably quiet, the photos of him and Susie fewer and farther between. Soon enough, the rumors could no longer be ignored. #### breaking the silence. This week, Clayton broke that silence in an interview that can only be described as heart-wrenching. Seated opposite a seasoned journalist, the former NFL player's once broad shoulders slumped slightly, as if carrying the weight of the world on them. He opened up about the scandal in a candid, unfiltered manner that shocked even his most ardent supporters. "It wasn't supposed to happen this way," Clayton began, eyes glossing over with regret. "I made mistakes, and I know people are disappointed in me." The alleged cheating scandal first came to light when a woman, whose identity remains confidential, claimed that she had been involved with Clayton during his relationship with Susie. The accusations were damning. The woman shared screenshots, photos, and alleged text messages that painted a sordid picture of betrayal. Bachelor Nation, already divided over Clayton's decisions during his season, exploded. Some rallied behind Susie, offering their support, while others questioned the authenticity of the claims. For months, Clayton avoided addressing the specifics. The public clamored for answers, and Clayton's Instagram comment section turned into a battlefield of accusations and defenses. But Clayton, it seemed, was waiting for the right moment to reveal the truth, his truth. #### a confession wrapped in complexity. As the interview unfolded, Clayton didn't just deny or confirm the allegations. Instead, he painted a more nuanced picture of what really happened during the tumultuous months after the cameras stopped rolling. He admitted to emotional struggles, both personally and within his relationship with Susie. "After the Bachelor I thought everything would just fall into place," Clayton admitted. But the reality of trying to make a relationship work under that kind of spotlight, it's a pressure cooker. Clayton explained that the whirlwind of post-show media appearances, fan expectations, and the constant online scrutiny began to weigh heavily on both him and Susie. He described a time when their relationship felt more like a performance for the outside world than a private, meaningful connection. "There were nights where we wouldn't even talk, but we'd post a cute picture, and people would think everything was perfect," he confessed, his voice trembling. "It was hard to separate our real lives from what people expected of us." Clayton revealed that the emotional distance created a rift between him and Susie, and it was during this vulnerable period that he met the woman at the center of the scandal. However, he vehemently denied that any physical cheating had occurred. Instead, he acknowledged what he called an emotional betrayal, admitting that he had confided in someone else during a time when he should have been focusing on repairing his relationship with Susie. "I wasn't honest with myself or with Susie," Clayton said, his tone filled with remorse. "I sought comfort from someone else when I should have been fighting for the relationship I had." Despite his confession, Clayton's revelations have left fans with more questions than answers.